Hi, in this video, let's discuss about kick and ban commands. Before that, want to discuss about one important point regarding the command arguments. So in the earlier session, we have discussed about command arguments. So if I give any of the command arguments like this, args info, this is, if I give spaces between the arguments by mistake or by wantedly, and if I click enter, if you see, it returns the command arguments in this pattern. It is written in commas in between. This is because the bot here, the logic we wrote is a split. We are trying to split the commands with the spaces. By mistake or unknowingly, if you give more spaces, those also considered as a commands. So that's the reason we are getting this empty uh, commas here. So to override this, we need to use regular expression. Regular expressions or things like they would override the things like I'm this is what we need to do. I have removed the single quote and backslash space plus backslash. If you do this regular expression, it will remove all the spaces in between the arguments and it will only give the necessary argument. So let's check it once again. So for this space is space sample. So I'm giving some spaces wantedly. So this regular expression will make sure that it will remove those spaces in between here and it will only give the valid text here. So that is what the regular expression does here. Fine. Now coming to the kick and ban. Why to use kick and ban commands in the Discord application? Because we may set some rules in our channel where if some of the users will break those rules. If they break those rules, we have the commands like kick. We can kick that user. It means temporarily we are blocking that user. If we have also another command like ban. Difference between kick and ban is kick is a temporary removing of the user. Ban is a permanent ban of the user. So someone breaks the rules of the channel, we can use these two commands to restrict their access to the channel. So let's write one more command here. So as you see, there are more nested if else statements here. In the coming session, we'll be discussing how to optimize this code with the command handler. So for now, I'm writing one more command stating that command, if the command is equal to kick. So let's start doing this. So if someone clicks kick, so now we need to know if you want to kick any user, you need to have the access to kick that user. So you need to have the respective permission to kick the user. So let's check that. So the message dot member, the person who is typing this command like kick, so he needs to have the access or permission to kick the user. So that is what we are doing. Message dot member has permission. We are checking whether the user has the permission or not. Which permission he need to have is he need to have kick underscore members. So if he has this permission, then only he can able to kick the user. So if this comes true, then he can kick the user. So let's check. I'm keeping not here. It means if he don't have the permission, then we can return early. So you can say that return message dot channel. You don't have permission to kick the user. So that is what I am doing here. You don't have permission. Don't have permission to kick the user. So this is the first check we need to do before kicking any user. You need to have the respective permissions. So next, if the user doesn't provide any of the arguments, so arguments length. So arguments in case if he only click kick and if he not mention any of the username, so that's useless. So we can't do any of the activity on that statement. So we are checking whether the argument, whether he has given any of the argument or not. If he did not provided any argument, we'll be getting the arguments length as a 0. In that case also we can return back. It means he did not provided any argument, just he had provided kick command without any argument. So in that case, we need to mention that provide the user. So you can give any user friendly text to provide the user. So now, now we can start the real things. So if these two cases were failed, then you need to pick the user. You need to pick the member. So now I'm doing that with messages dot mentions. So we have an object dot mentions. In this mentions, you have users. In this users, you can pick the first user. So now for now we are only picking the first user. You mean after kick, if the user was mentioned, we are taking that user object here as a member. So now in this member object, you'll be having the first parameter user details. So now we need to find so this member, whether this member is returned anything or not. So if this member consists of the data of the first member, then you will enter. If not, you you will write an else statement stating that user was not found. You can straight away state the user was not found here. So I'm doing that here. User not found. Fine. If the user, if the member object is there, then we need to check whether the member is available in the channel or not. For that, we need to do member target. We are going to check whether this member is a part of the server or not. Message dot guild. This is a server dot message dot guild dot members. So we are checking whether the member is available in the server or not. With this message dot guild, it means we are picking the server and we are trying to take all the members, and we are catch dot get. So we are trying to get the member ID. With the member ID, we are checking whether the user is available or not. So it means we are get member ID means this member ID. So whoever we want to kick. So we are checking whether this member is available or not in the command. If he is available in the server, then we can kick him directly. So target member kick. We have a kick function. So straight away we can kick the user. So let's run this. So once I run this, so let's check this kick. If I only kick, so it will ask me, oh, it is not working. So let's check any issue here. So I think, so sometimes the braces are mixed. So let's check once. So I think it was a bit delay, and let me run now. Kick. If you provide kick, so without any argument, it is asking to provide the user. Now let me provide the user name as well. Kick at the rate test user one. Test user. So if I do this, so it will not kick this user because here we have wrote the test. Here you can understand the error as well. So it will say we missing permissions. So bot doesn't have the permission to kick the user. Here we have tested that whether the typed user, if for example, if I am typing that I want to kick one of the user. So I am checking whether I have this permission or not. But now bot is kicking that user. Bot also should have that permission. So for that, we need to go here in the server setting channel, server settings at the top here, server settings. In the roles, you need to create one extra role here. And here you can name that as a bot role, Discord bot role. Yep, I am saying this permissions, and to this role, I am giving permissions to kick and ban the users. So I'm giving, so here it is a kick members, and I'm saving the changes, and here I'm giving ban members and I'm saving the changes. So it means I'm giving and I'm creating a role with the permissions of kick and ban. So now I will go back to the application. I will give the bot, right click on the bot and go back, scroll down, and I'm giving the role of Discord bot. It means now I've given the role to the bot to ban and kick the members. So now if you kick, if now I do kick at the rate test user, now you can see the test user was gone. So in this way we can kick the users. So in the next lesson we'll see how to ban.